population has a sum of squares equals to 12 and a population variance equals to 4. And they're asking us how many scores are in the population, either 3, 4, 8, or 12. All right, so in order to work this out, we need a formula that relates all of these things, that relates the population variance to the sum of squares and n. And this is the formula here. The formula for the population variance is equals to the sum of squares divided by n. Now we know this value. We know that that's 4. We also know that the sum of squares is 12. And so what we don't know is n, and that's what we're looking for. This formula here is small enough and simple enough that we could say 4 is simply equals to 12 divided by what? It's 12 divided by 3. But that might not work for everybody, and there's certainly going to be many formulas that are larger than this where it's not going to be as easy to perform that sort of a task in your head. So what I would suggest instead is doing a little bit of rearranging of the formula. And when you're rearranging a formula, when you're performing some algebra here, so you need to move the n to be over here by itself, so we know that n is equals to what value, there's a couple of simple rules to follow in doing that. Basically, to get the n to where you want it to be, to get it over to this side, you have to undo, you have to perform some operations that do the opposite of what you see here. For example, we're dividing by n on this side. We don't want to be dividing by n on this side, so we're going to multiply, do the opposite. Multiplication and division, these go together. Addition and subtraction, these go together. If I'm squaring something, then the square root, that's the opposite. So the opposite of multiplication is division. The opposite of addition is subtraction. The opposite of squaring is taking the square root. So if I don't want to be dividing by n, I have to multiply by n. The first rule is just do the opposite of what you'd like to get rid of. The second rule is whatever you've done, do it to both sides. So this is going to give me 4n is equals to 12, and these guys cancel each other out because they're opposites. Now I can see I'm multiplying n by 4. This is 4 times n. I don't want to be doing that, so divide by 4, but do the same thing to both sides. These cancel. 12 divided by 4 gives me 3. And so the answer is 3.